You don't have to keep paying a graphic designer in 2026 when you can comfortably and easily design your stuff yourself with just your smartphone and without paying for any tool. This video tutorial is going to help you learn how to design flyers, YouTube thumbnails, posters, and anything at all that you want to design using an AI tool that is accessible to everyone. It's accessible to you for free on your Android phone and even on your iPhone. What AI tool is this? ChatGPT. You already know that ChatGPT has the pro version and the free version, that's the paid and the free one, but you don't even have to pay for it for you to be able to do this thing. You can easily do it using the free version. So let me show you how exactly to use ChatGPT to design your flyer, your poster, your YouTube thumbnail, and even images. You can use ChatGPT to generate images, of course. So let me show you how to design a flyer or a thumbnail using ChatGPT. People always say that AI flyers, AI posters are not beautiful. You can easily tell that it is AI, this, that, but they forget to point out the major problem. The problem is that the people who are creating these designs don't know how to prompt AI. And prompting is not all about speaking big grammar. You can actually explain to ChatGPT exactly what you want it to do using simple everyday English. And that is exactly how I do mine. I use simple everyday English to tell AI, this is what I want you to do. I don't have to start speaking, give me a cinematic, hyper realistic, kiniko. No, I just use the everyday English that we use to communicate exactly what I want it to do. Now, let me show you some of the ones I've done just so you understand that I am in the right position to show you exactly how to use ChatGPT to generate images. I use ChatGPT to create this thumbnail for a TikTok video from scratch. Let me show you more. This is purely ChatGPT. I just gave it these two images, this one, and it created this entire thumbnail for me. Now, looking at this thumbnail, can you ever tell that this was created using AI? Can you tell? There is no way in the world that you'd be able to tell. This is another thumbnail that I created using ChatGPT, and I bet you can't even guess that it was AI. And even if you're able to tell that it is AI, you cannot guess that it is ChatGPT, the one that is accessible to everyone, the one that you people called an illiterate just because a new AI came out. Of course, the new AI is actually better than ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is not completely useless. So this is ChatGPT at work, and this is ChatGPT also. So without having to use Canva or any graphic design app and starting from scratch to create a design, you can just go to ChatGPT, give it the right prompts, and then have your design ready within 2 minutes. Now, when you get to ChatGPT, you're going to see these options: create an image, write or edit, search the web. You're going to select create an image. Now, when you select create an image, you can go to this plus sign, go to photos, and select the particular image you're trying to recreate. So if there's a picture of someone you saw on the internet that you would like to recreate, or a flyer, a poster, a thumbnail that you saw and liked, and you want to create something similar, you can attach the picture. So go to photos, it takes you directly to your gallery, and then you select the particular picture that you would like to recreate. But most times I don't recreate other people's pictures, I just create mine from scratch. So what I do is I come here and then I tell it exactly what I want it to do. All I do is go to photos. If I'm trying to create a thumbnail, for instance, I go to photos and then I give it the particular pictures that I want it to use. Now, okay, let's say I'm trying to create a thumbnail with these pictures. These are 3 pictures of me carrying my baby. These are the pictures I want to use for my thumbnail, and then I give it my prompt. Now I'm trying to create a thumbnail about for a YouTube video that talks about motherhood, probably doing motherhood alone. I don't know if you understand, doing motherhood alone as a first-time mom, something like that. Now I've already put the pictures that I want to use, and now I'm going to give it the prompts. And like I told you earlier, you don't need to speak big grammar to be able to prompt ChatGPT correctly. You can just communicate in simple English and ChatGPT will still understand. AI is not an illiterate. So now I'm going to tell it exactly what I want to do. Now remember that the size of a YouTube thumbnail, the dimension is 16 by 9. So I'm going to tell it, using these images, create a YouTube thumbnail. As simple as that. No need to speak plenty grammar. Create a YouTube thumbnail of 16 by 9 dimension with the inscription. Now this is what I want it to write on the thumbnail: doing motherhood alone as a first time mom? Please, this is just an example, so don't you go thinking that I'm doing motherhood alone. I have a loving husband and a supportive extended family. So doing motherhood alone as a first time mom, I don't know if there is any other thing I want to put on the thumbnail. If there's any other thing, you can add it here. Maybe I don't know what else I want to put on the thumbnail, but if there's any other thing you want to put on your thumbnail, just write it here. Any other thing you wanted to write on the thumbnail, but let's assume that this is all I want to write. Now, if you also want to give it specific colors, okay, you want it to be red, you want the text to be in black, something like that, you can also specify the colors you want. But most times, I just let AI do its things. I don't give it a particular color to use. Sometimes, when I'm creating a flyer for a promotion or an event or something, just a random flyer, I give it specific colors because it tends to use the same set of colors for everyone when it comes to flyers. So when I'm creating a flyer, I specify the particular color I want, so that when my flyer comes out, it doesn't come out looking like every other person's flyer, every other person's AI flyer. That's why I specify the colors I want. But when it comes to thumbnails, I don't give colors. I just let it do its thing, and at the end of the day, I usually like what it does. Let me send this prompt and let's wait for the response. Now this is our thumbnail. So you see, sometimes it just takes one picture out of all the pictures that you sent it, and it's still okay as long as you got exactly what you're looking for. Now tell me that you can tell that this was done with AI. Tell me that you can tell. So this is the thumbnail, doing motherhood alone as a first time mom. So this is the thumbnail. I can use this now for my YouTube video if I have any YouTube video on motherhood and all that. So when you come up here, this place that has an arrow that is pointing down, you click, it means download. So that way it just goes directly to your gallery. But imagine that it gave you a response that you're not satisfied with. You can always give it another prompt depending on exactly what you want. Let's say you don't want pink in this design, so you can come, either you go to this place where they wrote edit and then you tell it what to do, or you just come down here and type exactly what you want it to do. So let's say you want it to change the pink to blue, change the pink text to blue, or whatever it is you feel is wrong with the flyer or the thumbnail. You just tell it exactly what to do for you. So once you tell it to send the prompt back, it's going to regenerate the image and send back to you. So that's just how ChatGPT works. This is it. So now I told it to edit. Now this is the edit. You see, I told it to change it to blue and it did. Now this is another thumbnail, so you can also go and download it. So between this and the other one, you now get to choose the one that you like best and use it for your video. So this is simply how to generate images, flyers, thumbnails using ChatGPT. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to share it to 1 or 2 persons who you know would need it.